Morning. I'm going to use my meeting voice so you can hear me loud and clear. This is a pre-construction conference for Mesa Well Project Phase 2. If you're part of this group, contractors, subcontractors that need for you to sign in, if you're just here to participate and watch the proceedings, that's fine. You don't need to sign in unless you would like to sign in. But welcome. We'll be here for a little bit. We've got an agenda to follow through. We've got several items we need to get through to get this project started. We're excited about this. We're not on the goal line yet, are we, Mike? But we're getting darn close. Real close. On this project, and we're excited to be at this stage here where we can start developing the wells and some of the well fields that go with it. So with that, I'll give a few minutes here to get signed in and we'll rock and roll.
Morning, Reese. How are you? Good.
Okay. I guess it's 10:02. We'll start the pre-construction meeting for Mesa Water Project Phase 2, production well field improvements. I'm John Levitt. I'm the project director for Adura, Oklahoma City. It's my job to kind of keep things rolling and keep everybody moving forward. Project team is the City of Guyman and the Rower Group out of Oklahoma City. And with that, I'm going to go around the table, and I've already introduced myself. I'm going to start with Mike and have him go. We'll just go around the table here.
Perfect. Good morning. Oh, there it is. Good morning. It's good to see everybody here. Like I said earlier this morning, everybody in this room is part of history. This is probably the biggest and the most needed project the City of Guyman has ever seen since the conception of Guyman. I appreciate Tim Coe and everybody else, especially the subs. A couple of housekeeping deals. This is being recorded and transmitted out on YouTube Live today, so feel free to speak freely because I like guys like that. Other than that, I am the city manager, and welcome to Guyman.
Man, I got to use this thing. Can y'all hear me? How about now? Kyle Drury, so I am over Ardura for all of Oklahoma and North Texas. Operations, and work with John here, and had the pleasure of working on this project with the City of Guyman. So awesome with everybody being here in attendance, and I want to thank Mike and all of his staff for all the hard work they put in on this to get it to this point. So with that, I'll let you go now.
I'm Manny Montalongo, Sims Electric. We'll be doing the electrical on it. Glad to be here, excited. No,
my name's Jesus Tahira, and I work at Sims Electric as well, and I'll be taking over the electrical and doing the automation as well. So, yeah, glad to be part of this.
Hayden Johnson. I'm part of the projects team with Timco.
Jeff Neiman, project coordinator with the subs for Timco.
Chase Neiman, director of operations for Timco.
Juan Mata, superintendent for Timco.
Taylor Jolly, I'm vice president at Timco.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll talk about communications protocols. All communications go through our office, through either me or Connor. Emails, submittals, all that. We'll set up a specific drive that submittals will be submitted to, and we'll handle through that drive. I said all change orders, field directives, work directives can come out of this office to us. We'll run through Mike and his staff for their approval and get them out to y'all. I will put out a contact log for this team, for construction and for engineering and for the city as well. I'll get that to you guys after this meeting, and make sure we've got phone numbers for everybody. I would encourage you that if there's a problem, get on the phone and call us. My mobile's 24/7. I've got $500 cash for bail money to get in a little bit of trouble, but that's about as far as I'll go. But you can call me 24/7, and we'll be well and help out anytime we can. With that, any questions on communication protocols? Yeah, pay request, we sent you guys a pay application, you get that completed. If you guys can get that done, let's go through the 25th of the month, and then cut it off, get it prepared, get it in. We'll review it quickly, get the mic in them, go get it reviewed, get the other paid people, and get that check out the door. And I've given you guys 2 executed contract agreements, bonds and all that. Hayden's got that, got 2 copies, they can sign copies, executed. We will get the final conformed and issued for construction drawings and specifications to you guys by tomorrow. We'll get these documents, signed documents, and get them put in the contract, we can get them to you guys. We'll send that to PDF format, that's okay for you guys. Okay. The scope of this work, I don't know if I need to go through it all, but it's pretty good. We've got 6 wells, 4 wells we're gonna drill immediately, start on, and 2 wells to be followed up, depending on how the results of the first 2 wells are done. And we've got about 10,000 feet of 18-inch to 8-inch water lines, well field collection lines that need to be done, along with the roadways and sort of purchases. One of the questions we had in the bid proceedings was a question about going underneath the roadway, where we start the project at. Was that, did y'all want to do something other than boring case? That was your question? Thank God. Okay. All right, I won't say what it was, but I was like, really, seriously, guys? I mean, it's like, what, put forward, wrong. So good, all right, so we're all set with that, I don't need to address that. We'll move on from there. We do start with the project, there's 2 property owners. I believe the county judge lives on the west side of the road.
That is correct.
And so we can make, y'all need to consider that, but we want to make sure we get the contract thing before we do start work down there. Let's let the city know y'all need to start that money alert, so he can let them know, the other property owner on the east side as well. So I thought y'all be getting started on construction, so we don't wake them up at 0700 and get the plumbing and stuff, so go that route. We've got a roadway to be built. There's a gate at the southwest corner of the track that's not installed, so you guys need to do. You want access to that way. Right now, all the access is coming off the north side, off by State Farm, coming in that direction. That's really only one end. Probably with that southwest access you'd be basically using that while you're constructing the pipeline. Until you get into the project side itself. And once you get there, I don't think you'll be going out that gate line, so much in the big block. We do have a lease on that property. She runs cattle from time to time, so we need to treat her as she's got cattle there all the time. And keep those gates locked behind you to come onto the property. We've got, there's a sign in the plan to show you where your construction yard could be. Utilize that construction yard, if you need more room than that, let us know, but we are tied to the land commission on how many acres we can actually disturb. And we're not quite there yet, but, we've got a little bit of room, but if you need more room, let us know, okay? We need to move where you want to put it.
We're not worried about maybe certain oxide.
Yeah, no, whatever you want to put up, all right, I'll leave that up to y'all. I'm not gonna tell you to y'all. You guys can, you see, clock, if you're gonna go to what wire, and be done with particular wire, knock it out. Okay. We're fine with that, we can work with on that. Try to minimize your, disturbance in the property. We've got 640 acres there, but it doesn't mean you've got 640 acres to play in, okay? So try to keep your construction activities to a minimum there. Liquidated damages are $1,000 a day. If we don't make it by the deadline date, the deadline date is June the 7th, the substantial completion of 2027. Final completion is July the 7th, 2027. And what I'd like to is we'll schedule up. I'm gonna say we're gonna probably kick off. You guys feel like maybe meet every 2 weeks till we get things kind of rolling and maybe cut down to once a month? You all right with that? Okay. So we'll schedule those meetings up and go from there. They'll be virtual if we need to. And then we'll take them down to maybe once a month and go from there. Of course, if there's any issues that we need to meet on, we'll meet whenever we need to meet and help resolve those issues and keep the project moving forward. Let's see, project schedule. Rance, what you got a schedule put together? What things are looking like?
Right, from it.
It's a lot, but I'll kind of go over it. Basically, from today, you want to start basically side. First of all, you guys have to call to review that you might earlier to state something.
No. You don't have a problem. I don't think so.
Okay. We start most of the process right up to the permit. So we'll do everything we can in the meantime to that first date.
Hoping to be set and staked and hope to start drilling somewhere around that first date if everything goes well. And then we also, the only thing schedule-wise that we see, the BABA thing was a great relief, but
Yes.
the pipe didn't change, and it's no issue. It's just we're gonna wait for that pipe to get into about October 1st with best case scenario, but it all should time out okay. So we should start drilling about that time. We should start getting our pipe in about that time. And then, yeah, it's just one well to another, and it shows us here being done middle of May.
Oh, perfect.
Middle of May, and that's everything. And we'd like to think, considering everything, that's pretty accurate. Hopefully, in our world, it's fairly conservative, but also there's a little bit of time in there just in case we get behind on something.
Downtime and stuff. Okay, perfect.
But yeah, unless you guys have any questions, we feel good about it and we're excited about it. So.
Are you guys going to use track excavators or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if you go with trenching machines. And
I was going to ask you about that. If we sub out the trenching, that could be another possible sub.
Trench machine would be fine with me. I have
Okay.
no issues with those.
Okay.
Mainly because they really give you really good backfill. Yes, sir.
One thing about the trench for the power is that the fiber is supposed to lay in a bit.
Yeah.
We need the 20 to 24 inch separate there, so how do y'all do that on the power side?
Make sure the trench is wide enough. Okay.
We'd rather be side to side rather than on top.
And you are?
On the panhandle.
Okay. So I was going to get that. We had to coordinate with construction with them.
Okay.
Well, so basically, you get your trench, and we'll do a little side bench, if you will, and put them in, and they're going to come in right behind you. They're going to be laying their own cable, correct?
We're hoping to put a pipe in along with line of tree trenches.
Okay.
We'll have to work together.
Okay, so they're going to be right in with you. Did you sign in, sir? Perfect. So we'll get that information in, make sure you guys get together and get coordinated. So we'll be going right alongside with you guys on that. We have standard testing and materials with us today. James Saunders, the gentleman in the blue shirt there, they'll be doing the density testing and material testing for us through the city, and coordination on that we can talk about maybe in our first construction meeting. But basically, I'll look at you guys and say, hey, we're going to need a test by this. And James, you're going to need what? 2 days notice, something like that, for you to get your crew out? Okay. We give them a couple of days notice when you're going to need them. That'd be great. Anybody got any questions about schedule, construction methods? Okay. Submittals, I know we've had conversation with Hayden and Rance on the submittals. You guys are getting those squared away. Again, we got a we've got a link side folder, what do you call it? SharePoint, that you guys can access to drop the submittals in. We'll handle submittals that way. Mac, you guys want access, we'll give you access to the SharePoint as well, so we'll let you know when the submittals are in, so you go and look at them too, okay? So we get y'all's review and our comments, and we can put them together and then send them back out. RFIs, change our same thing. RFIs, when you do your RFIs, don't just send me a problem. Give me a solution or what you think would be a good solution so we can get on it real quick and say, yeah, we agree, or no, we don't agree, let's try this, da-da-da. I'd appreciate that. Change orders, don't go and do the work without having that change order approved, okay? So let's make sure we get that squared away. We've also got work directives, and work directives will be, we'll tell you, go and do this, and we'll talk about the costs later, okay? Hopefully we won't have any of those. This is a pretty straight up forward job, so pretty easy on those. Pay applications, we sent that to you guys. Let's cut it off on the 25th of each month. Get that completed, get it into us. We'll get it reviewed, get to Mike and them, get it loose. You've got your notice to proceed. I've given that to you guys this morning. Start date September the 1st. We need to schedule the values from y'all. It'll be fairly short. There's not a whole lot of material on this job, to say the least. I don't even know, do we need to schedule the values? Okay. We'll just talk about that, all right? We'll see what we want to do there, because there's not a lot of materials on this job. It's not like a wastewater treatment plant or anything like that. We'll go from there. We've got project signage that needs to be done. We need to update that. I need to send you the names that need to go on that sign. And that sign will go at the north entrance. Oh, let's see, what else do we need to talk about? If you guys check the submittals and what we need from y'all, and we got your schedule. We'd like that schedule to be updated with every payout, if you don't mind. And then also, it's going to be key that you update. I'd like for you to have a set of plans on the job site that you keep your record drawings in, make any notes or changes that may have done, or maybe something you ran into something. Note that on the plan, and we'd like those updated every month as well. One thing we do have we've got a petroleum products line that comes across the track. We have not been able to find the owner of that line or contact the owner. We know who it is, but we can't get anybody to respond. We're not even sure if it's there. So when we get to that area, we're going to need to dig very carefully and probably do some slit trenches or potholes, something, and see if we can find it and verify what's there, and then deal with it once we know what it is, because we haven't been able to find it, and we haven't been able to contact the owner. We've been through the land commission,
Corporation Commission.
yeah, but we've gone every avenue that we know to try to contact this owner, and no results. So we need to just approach it as we normally would any other pipeline, petroleum products line, and take great care and find it, get under it, and move on. It is marked, but not very well. We've got it tied. I think we got tied down in our plans, don't we, Connor? We got tied down in the plans, but it may be one of those deals when we get there, we all need to probably take a look and see what we got. Yeah, yeah, and go that route. Yes, sir. I think we can find it because there's a valve that's up. We kind of know the direction. We've got the easement tied down on the plans. We kind of know what direction it's going in. I think we just a couple of slit trenches across the area and go that way. Very gentle slit trenches and maybe a little hand digging once we get down there. But okay, we may get to that. So those are the main issues we've got. We talked about the cattle, make sure we keep the gate closed at all times. There will be the contact information I'll provide with you guys. We'll also have the local hospital name and number, the PD and the fire department as well. So you'll have those numbers. Of course, 911's always available, right? With the fiber, is our fiber guys here too? Yeah, that's y'all, yeah. And y'all pulling the electrical too, right? No, who's pulling the electrical? You guys are pulling the electrical too, okay. So we got all the places, good. All right, let me think. What else do we need to chat about here? I guess that's about it. Rance, you guys got any questions, anything we need to talk about? Yeah.
If we're moving into discussion.
Yep.
Assuming a tax exempt project, Hydro Resources will need a certificate. That's
Yes, this is tax exempt project.
tax exempt project.
I'm gonna assume Timco's gonna need that exemption too, so we'll just get the exemption from you guys and we'll go from there. You got it, Mike? You got it.
Can well materials be ordered for all 6 so that there's no delay?
Say four.
I would say first 4.
For they need to order at least for the first 4 wells, because we know we're gonna do those for sure. Yeah, we get that second well developed and going, we know what we're dealing with, and we'll make that final decision. You know, yeah,
I think once we finish the first one, we correlate that with the data that we've got and probably make a call pretty quick.
well, we may be able to make it as soon as after the first well is completed. Go from there. What else you got?
With Buy American, Build American is one way. Is it still American iron and steel?
Be a preference, but if it's gonna cause a delay, then no.
I'm sorry, I'm Bryce, the supplier on the project. They were called delay, they only answered the phone. I was able to find the valves in stock, and they were input valves. I wasn't able to find that.
Okay, so in the time of essence here, who's the supplier for the valves?
We're the supplier.
Well, I understand, who's the manufacturer for the valves?
Manufacturers is SoCal or NPI.
Okay, and they're out of,
NPI is out of Texas, and SoCal,
okay, I think we can handle that. I'm not gonna say completely yes, but I wanna see your submittal and see what we got. What about, still pipe and all that, you're all good with that, on casing and all that?
Yes, the pipe is fine. We have a local supplier.
Okay, perfect.
Is this with that going away as well? Is this still prevailing wage?
No,
Not on this project.
no, we'll be on phase 3, but not on this one. There's no federal money involved in this project, it's strictly local and state funded.
During bidding, we indicated that cuttings could be left on site. Is this still the case? What about drilling fluids?
Cuttings can be left, I mean, they need to be, but drilling fluids, what do we do on the?
What's in the spec should be.
We'll get back to them on that one. I'm trying to remember what we did when we did the test wells, but I'm thinking we just dried out the hose and pushed it out. I remember, but I don't, that's been too long ago, I don't remember that much anymore. We'll get back to them on that. What's the next one?
Final question is, will the neighbor be an issue or is this resolved?
Will the neighbor be an issue?
Or will they have any conflict with?
We don't have any conflict with anybody. There's no conflict with any adjoining neighbors. Unless somebody wanders off the reservation. Then
Yeah,
that might
that's
be
what I
a
was gonna say.
problem.
Just don't get on anybody's property that you don't have access to.
During phase 1, the drilling fluids were hauled, they were hauled off into the system.
Not
Hauled them
access,
off into
permission.
Well, we're not gonna be able to do that with this.
What was the comment?
What? They put the drilling, the drilling fluids on the test holes, which we can't do that too, because we're developing wells, so.
We'll get back to it.
We'll get back to them. We'll work on that one. that all hydro's got? Is that all from hydro?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else have any other discussion, questions? No? All right. I've been doing this for a long time, as you can tell. Something I've always done at these pre-cons, I've got two things. One is, if you build something and you call me up and tell me it doesn't work, it will not end well. So make sure that what you're gonna build is gonna work, it's gonna fit. If not, call me ahead of time and say, hey, this doesn't look like it's gonna work, let's get it worked out, okay? And the final thing, the most important thing is, from today, we move forward with this project, and for every day on, we need to make sure that everybody goes home safe. Okay? That's the main model for this, is everybody goes home safe at the end of the day. So it's important to us, it's important to everybody in this room, so let's practice that, okay? And with that, at 10:27, we'll call this meeting over. Good luck. We're looking forward to working with all you guys. It's gonna be a great project, and we're ready to get it done.